Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Black Lightning, Cold Dead Hands. Okay, this is actually part 6 of 6, so this finishes it out. So this grade will be for this comic and the whole series. Okay, so basically, Tobias Whale has Black Lightning up against the ropes. The problem is, the smartest guy in the room isn't Tobias Whale. I know, he's international businessman, this, that, the other thing, blah, blah, blah. Tobias Whale is a teacher. Black Lightning, Jefferson Pierce, is a teacher. He's not your average teacher who's low paid and blah, blah, blah. This is the DC universe, so it can be as perfect as it needs to be. And in this perfect DC universe, for the most part, teachers actually get a good salary. Therefore, the best teachers are interested in these jobs, all right? Not just any old person who's willing to take these lousy salaries. So, you got a great teacher here who's actually really smart. While Tobias thinks that he's taken Black Lightning off the streets so that his guns can go out into the streets and, being shipped from the secret warehouses and so on and so forth, in reality, Black Lightning was trying to keep Tobias Whale occupied so that he couldn't micromanage his people on the streets doing those things, so that when something crazy happens and they call up to the boss is busy. The boss's secretary, his number one, is busy, and that person, the alien, he's given away all the. He was a total coward. He gave away all the secrets. He's like, yeah, the secret warehouse is over here, here, and here. Let me draw you a map. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring you there myself. So when push comes to shove, and also Usagi, the rabbit, the Japanese rabbit shapeshifter, he's not actually dead. He moved his special organs. I don't know why I didn't think of that one. that was a good one. But it's Tony Isabella. I expect him to be just at least a half a step ahead of me. It's probably more than that. But my point is, I love me some Tony Isabella, dude. He wrote the very first comic book that I ever read, and that was, the first comic book I ever bought with my own money. And that's the Shadow War of Hawkman, issue number 1. So Tony Isabella always holds a special place in my heart. So yeah, I may forgive some things about him, about what he's writing that otherwise I wouldn't have, but whatever. I don't care. I'm here because this is an awesome comic book. This is an awesome series. In the end, Jefferson Pierce took him off the playing field. He's like, I ran with the Justice League a couple of times, dude. You are not the heaviest hitter who's ever punched me. So I loved that. That was just great. And what do you call it? So anyway, Tobias gets thrown in jail. Everything gets... And this is... I'm going to say it. This is about as SJW as I've seen DC get in forever. Okay? Literally, like, oh yeah, the black community and the police, they found a common enemy in those aliens, so they actually banded together and they kumbaya'd and it was perfect. And like, there's no way this would happen in the regular universe. Not in this time and era, but you know what? There's also no way in this time and era that a teacher would be paid a fair salary. So, you know what? We're not living in that universe. Welcome to the DC universe where this kind of thing can happen. I'm okay with it. Yes, this is about as SJW as can get. It starts hitting all the little points and everything, and I'm good with it. So it is what it is, and there are going to be some people... And I just don't care. And I hope that they actually film it so that I can watch it and point and just deal he. Because, yeah, whatever. I don't know. People nerd raging is always funny. Anyway, so all things being what they are, this was a pretty cool comic. And the ending was good. We like the shapeshifter thing, right? With Usagi? Well, guess what? Tobias Whale has his own shapeshifter, so that ending was pretty apropos. I liked it. I dug it. I'm down with it. I'm going to give this comic book and the entire series a solid B+. This was good. This was really good. Too many things worked too perfectly. But it's a comic book. Let's just have some fun with the darn comic book, for crying out loud. Tony Isabella still writes like this is the 80s. And as a guy who grew up mostly reading comic books in the 80s, done. Bring it. This was great. So, yeah, honestly, we could use more of Tony writing comics. We could do more. We could use more of people writing comics as though this were the 80s, where it's hard-hitting, but there are great messages behind there. And it's just... Loved this. I loved this. This was good. I liked it. Anyway, campy as it was, I liked it. As cheesy as it was, I liked it. Okay, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.